observe the Ramadan. Immediately after the Ramadan, what we usually observe is that they go back to their old ways. What admonition do you have for Muslims generally
Yes.
after Ramadan?
Once you are passing through Ramadan, you must also ensure that Ramadan passes through you. You must ensure your Ramadan passes through you. How do you see, whoever fasts Ramadan and immediately keeps back to his bad habit, let him know that Allah has not accepted his Ramadan. Because if Allah has accepted it, you see, let me tell you one thing that do happen after Ramadan. You see, after Ramadan, it will not be quick for you to want to eat in the afternoon.
Yes.
Sometimes you even forget you have not taken the afternoon food. That is the same way it should be in your character. For that 30 days, you have learned how to be good, how to be righteous. It should have been part of your behaviors. For good 30 days, it has not become part of your behaviors. You are still telling lies, you are still fornicating, you are still taking wine, you are still taking beer, you are still going after girls, you are being fraudulent. Then you know Ramadan has not passed through you. Then you know Allah has not accepted your Ramadan. And that is why you need to check yourself. So if fully Ramadan passed through you, then you cannot return back to the old ways that you are doing before Ramadan. That's number one. Number two, keep yourself as if you are still in Ramadan. The Prophet Muslims, when he was asked concerning ihsan, concerning righteous deed, he said, it's for you to do as if God is seeing you, even though you are not seeing him. That is, you do everything you are doing, knowing fully that God is seeing you wherever you are, even though you are not seeing him. That is righteousness. So if you are conscious of that this I want to do, God is seeing me, this I want to do, God is seeing me, and there is going to be an accountable day for what I am doing, you will refrain from doing it. I will tell you a story. I don't know whether I have the time. It's very short.
All right, sir. Yes, sir.
A man, very rich, he was the only one that had food in his community. A lady he has been running after was among the poor that came to fetch for food. The lady never accepted for him. Then this day, there was no food. She has been without food for several days with her children, and they are dying. Now have to meet this man. The man said, well, you know my request. If you grant me my request, I will give you everything free. Anytime you come, I will give you. The lady looked at it. That's why I'm not going to give him. My children will die. I might likely die. But if I give him, I will live. He will give me more. But at the same time, I will have offended my God. What do I do? I don't want to offend God. And this is an unrighteous man. How do I do? God, take me out of this. God, take me out of this. He expected the assistance of God. But God wanted to use her to test the man. So, when there was nothing for her to do, she accepted. On getting in, the fear of God again took her. He said, Mr. Man, I have not accepted for you except for the fact that I need this thing to live on my children. Remember the day you will stand before your Lord. If you enter into me, it is not with my pleasure, but because I need to live. My children need to live. But remember the day you will also be in need before God. We account for that day. When the man had this, the fear, he said, the fear I never experienced in life caught me. And I picked up my properties. I gave her all what she needed. I never moved close to her. I gave her all what she needed, even a multiple than what she needed. Oh Allah. And this happened when he came to say this. Nobody knew this. He came to say this when he was in hard situation. Immediately he mentioned that. That God, I did this for you on that day. Nobody saw me except that lady. And nobody was saved from that my evil act on that day except that lady. But I did it for you, God. I did it for you. today I am in your need, do it for me, as she had said. Immediately he said that exit came for him. The blessing of God came for him, and he was able to get out of his problems. The challenges he never thought, it was that challenge he thought it was going to kill him. If he had done that for that lady that day, that challenge that day will have killed him. But he succeeded in becoming man of God, and he succeeded in becoming, knowing who he was from that day, and he succeeded in knowing God is merciful, and he doesn't waste whatever effort he might have done, even though that has been done for long, but he was able to use it to get a way out. That is how you should be as a Muslim. Remember God wherever you get yourself. Whatever you are doing, which situation want to force you to do, and you call God to it. Oh, this situation I am, oh Allah, take me out. Remember this day, wallahi, God will answer you, except if you don't have anything to do in which you have kept for the day. That is when you know you don't have anything to do. But that understanding, God is merciful. When you call him, Uduoni astajib lakum. Call me, I will answer your call. That was what God said. And God will definitely answer our call.